Hi there. Have you ever thought about the fact that you only have a limited amount of time to live your life, and that time is something that you can never get back? So what you do with your time is extremely important. Some people, including myself and maybe even you, hear something like that and immediately worry that you're not doing the most that you can do with your time, and that one day life is just going to pass you by and you're going to find yourself at the end of your life having never done anything important and not actually doing the things that you've always wanted to do. So the worst thing that you can do is feel like you've wasted your life. So that's why in this video I'm going to share with you 3 things that I believe are going to help you live a more fulfilling life and avoid having that feeling of regret one day that you didn't do enough in your life. Before I get into the 3 big things that I want to talk to you about in this video, I want to first talk about some of the things that people do today and that you might even find yourself doing in your own life that are actually some things that are a waste of your time that you should probably think about eliminating from your life. So I just want to give you a few things to think about. The first thing is, who are you spending your time with? Are you spending time with people that are not helping you become the best version of yourself? And maybe you don't even really enjoy spending time with these people. It could be that you're spending too much time with some people that don't even care about you at all and may even be taking advantage of you. So like this, there are a number of areas that you can look at in your life and think about how you can manage your time more and cut certain activities out of your life. One of the things that some people have a problem with, and this includes myself at many points, is that some people worry about what other people are going to think about them. So all of that time that you might spend thinking about what other people think is time where you could be doing something that is actually important to you or enjoyable. So again, these are all things that you might be doing in your life that are wasting time. Sometimes it's just as simple as just being so lazy that you don't do something that you know you need to do. And if you keep on doing certain things that don't get you anywhere, eventually one day you're going to look back at all this time and think that you wasted it all. And if you're at the end of your life, you know, this can be a very heartbreaking thing for you because you immediately think that you wasted your entire life. So now I want to get into my first major tip for you, and this is going to help you not feel that way like you're wasting your entire life. So tip number 1 is to just pick a goal. There are so many of us who don't actually take the time to write down a goal that you actually want to achieve in your life. Most of us just shift from one thing from another, and we don't ever have a fixed goal, something that we can continue to chase over time. Having a goal is important because it keeps you focused on doing something, and as long as you actually resolve to do it and you keep it in the back of your mind, or in the front of your mind really, and you always think about it, you're never going to find yourself at a point in your life where you're bored or where you don't know what you should be doing with your time, because having a goal answers that question, what should I be doing right now? So whenever you find yourself asking the question, what could I be doing right now, you can then think about that goal, because there's always something that you could be doing to get closer to that goal or to make things easier for you, or even set a new goal if you've already accomplished something. So as long as you set goals in your life, later on you'll look back and say, okay, what did I do with my time? And you'll say, oh, yes, this is what I did. I accomplished a number of these goals that I set. And don't worry about it if you don't accomplish certain goals, because it's not really the point. The point of this is to make sure that you don't feel like you wasted your time. And as long as you set goals and commit to them and try your best, that's all that you can do to guarantee that you're using your time to the best way that you can that suits yourself and your own interests. So the second major tip that I have for you covers a major area in people's lives where most people waste the most time. And this is the fact that most of us don't do things when we know we have something going on in the future. So tip number 2 basically says, never just wait for something else to happen. If you are actively waiting for something to happen, that means that you are not putting your energy into something that you could be doing at that time that is productive or something that is enjoyable to you. It's up to you to take advantage of every single moment that you have in your life, because the thing is, there's always going to be stuff going on in the future, tomorrow or next week or next month. And if you sit around and wait for something to happen, then it might not ever happen. And that's what leads you eventually to looking back and saying that you let years pass without actually doing anything. And that's where it's going to leave you with this major feeling of regret. So really a lot of this comes down to how do you manage your time, and a good helpful thing for you to do is to set a schedule. And even when it comes to those things that are like watching TV and watching YouTube videos or whatever it is, playing video games, something like that, that really does seem like it's useless kind of activities, well, it's important for you to take a schedule and put a time into that schedule specifically for doing those things, because those things are important to do. We all need to relax. We all need to do things that we like to do. But a lot of these things, we can become addicted to them and waste all of our time doing them. And we do them simply just to pass the time because we're waiting for something else. So basically what I'm telling you is something you probably already heard before, but it's pretty simple. It's just to make sure that you have a time set for everything that you do, that you're not killing time just to let time pass by. And of course there's always going to be those moments where you have like an hour or a whole day to kill to just do something because you have something major going on, or maybe you have like 15 minutes in a doctor's office. Well, you should still be thinking about the fact that those are moments of your life that you have to use and you can't take them back. And it might be that you're just going to do something really simple, something that really just captures your attention for a moment. But you could also take advantage of these moments to do something that is really crazy, or something that allows you to step out of your comfort zone, or maybe use that time to reflect on things. And that's all important for you to do. So just make sure that you're not actually doing something just to pass the time. Okay, so I have one last tip for you about how you can make sure that you don't waste your life. And this is something that's different from the first two, because the first two really focus on you, on your own personal interests, your own enjoyment, things that will make you happy. Well, it might turn out that you get to the end of your life and realize that you did everything you could to live a great life for yourself, but you didn't really feel like you did anything for anybody else. So tip number 3 is to make sure that you have a purpose that is greater than yourself. Sometimes this just means having a good relationship with somebody else, doing something for one other person, whether that's your romantic partner, whether it's your kid, or maybe it's like a good friend of yours. It's just making sure that you are doing something important and valuable and giving to other people in your life. So if you're a really popular person, like a public figure, you could do something to give back to society, or maybe a community that you're involved in, or maybe if you're famous, like your fans or something. If you're doing something that is for the greater good of other people, that is going to leave you feeling more fulfilled in your life than what you would feel if it was just you doing things selfishly for yourself. And it doesn't even have to be something where you directly help out another person. It could be that you just contribute your time to doing labor for other people. It could be that you're a really smart person and you contribute to the development of technology, or you help people out through healthcare, or you develop some new systems that are going to help the society on a bigger scale. It could be just that you really care for the environment or animals. Whatever that you are really passionate about, something that is a purpose that's greater than yourself, this is going to help you feel like you used your time in your life to help out something more, to do something that was valuable and that your life wasn't wasted. So those are my 3 major tips for you, and basically I'm just asking you to think about what you're doing with your time, because what you do with every single moment of your life is eventually going to lead you to having the overall picture of your life. And if you waste time all the time, like here and there, you're just wasting so much time in your life being lazy, or just not thinking about what you're doing, not having a goal, then you're going to look back at everything and regret what you're doing. So basically this video is just to help you be more conscious of what you're doing, and that means setting a goal for yourself, to have a reason for what you're doing, to have a purpose that's greater than yourself, and to make sure that you use every single moment of your time and don't let a single moment go to waste. And just remember, it doesn't matter how things turn out. It doesn't matter if you feel like you did all that you could, as long as you know that you gave your best effort. As long as you know that you were thinking about all the time that you used, that's how you know that you didn't just waste time. Life did not catch up to you. Life didn't pass you by. You were aware of every moment that you were alive in your life, and you did something. You did something for yourself, or you did something for somebody else, and that's all that matters. My name is Kenneth Stahl, and I hope that you think more about what you're doing in your own life and how your life can affect other people. Just remember to be yourself and to try your best to live better and to be more conscious about what you're doing. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button, and if you like the video, let me know in the comments. Tell me what you thought about this, and be sure to share this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching.